Alright, I want to do a quick video on good Doom practices while mapping. And what prompted me to do this specific video is that I think a lot of people are not aware that this can be a problem, this specific problem, this specific thing can be a problem. And what I'm talking about is zero height walls like this. I'm gonna do a little editing here. So this is a zero height wall, and we call it that because the floor and the ceiling are both at 128. They could also be like at 0 if I instead did this, lowered the ceiling. But I want to explain why that is not such good practice while making a map. And I want to show what can we do instead. So suppose you have like this area where the player begins, and then you're gonna have another wall here. You're gonna have another wall here. And you want there to be a door here. So let's make it a door. We lower this. And then we make a door here with Shift D. It looks like a door, right? Looks perfectly like a door. But does it work like a door? Well, let's test it. Let's test that. Let me pause for a second. And when should you... what would be a best option? Because I think I paused and I had a bug. Why does the door happen? Why does the door not open? Because it's trying to get down 4 pixels to the lowest adjacent ceiling. That's what's happening. So instead of it going up that way, it's trying to go down this way. And to prevent that, I think a good practice would be to, when you have a zero height sector, instead of keeping it around, you can go into sectors mode by pressing S and delete them. And that is good practice because it allows you to see exactly where the map is. What areas of the map are map, what areas of the map are walls, what areas of the map are just columns, like this. This is just a column. I could use maybe like a comp here. Something like that, Going a little bit crazy here with the visuals just to show what that would look like. For example, this could be it. A comp, And notice how this in the inside is empty. Because it doesn't need to be like, doesn't need to have an interior area. It's just an empty wall like these walls, And now that there are no walls close to the door, it's going to just raise. I should actually, even if it's just even if it's just a simple demonstration, you know. But now that's gonna work perfectly fine. Good uses for zero height things would be maybe like doors, secret passages. Not doors, but like, for example, if you want to have a secret here, you can just do that, and then something else will lower this, you know, something like that. You can even have like the door tracks here. So it goes down, you know. So it's a zero height because there's nothing inside here, you know. I don't recommend using zero height sectors for pretty much like anything. I don't recommend using it for enemies, for example, because if you have enemies inside a sector, it should not be zero height. Let's pretend there's a set of enemies here, for example. If I put enemies here, I would do it like this. I would put it like here, and I would have a little hole here for the enemies to be inside, because they can get stuck if you don't. If you don't have space for them, you know. But yeah, to summarize, don't use walls like, don't use a wall like this. Don't make a wall like this, you know. This line here, man, there are two lines here, I think. Yeah. So don't make a wall like this, where you raise the wall. It's even slower, you know, like that's another disadvantage of it. Like it takes longer than just deleting it. So yeah, that's the tip for today. Don't make zero height walls. They will be a problem for you. I hope it was useful. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.